Alright, here with my review of The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. Again, I'm doing this because The Lord of the Rings movies, particularly the extended cut, were re-released in American theaters this January, and I wanted to talk about each one of them because I just love these movies, and I haven't had anything regarding The Lord of the Rings on my channel, so I wanted to talk about it. Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers continues the story of Frodo Baggins taking the One Ring to Mount Doom in order to destroy it to defeat Sauron. And this movie, the characters separate. When last we left off in Fellowship of the Ring, the characters were split. Frodo and Sam went one way to go to Mordor, and Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli go another in order to accomplish the same goal, but in a different way. And now we have a Gandalf that has been resurrected with Gandalf the White, and we have Aragorn coming into his own, learning about himself more and becoming more of a leader in the face of uncertainty and danger, especially with the upcoming attack on Edoras on Rohan from Saruman's new army, the Uruk-hai, which you saw in the last movie, The Fellowship of the Ring. And right from the get-go, you have, characters, going on a journey and continuing on where they last left off. But for Frodo and Sam's situation, you have a third element, which is Gollum, and he's not to be trusted. And he was once poisoned by the power of the ring. He was even a hobbit once, and the power of greed and the addiction of the One Ring kind of turned him into this sickly, impish, almost like a drug-addicted lunatic. And there's definitely some great things in regards to that in terms of acting by Andy Serkis, who did the performance capture for Gollum, which that technology was incredibly revolutionary at the time. And that would go on to create the stuff for like the Na'vi in James Cameron's Avatar, or Caesar in Planet of the Apes. But right now the story is focused on Aragorn protecting Rohan from Saruman, and Frodo learning about Gollum, and Sam also helping Frodo out along his journey. And The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers is one of my favorite movies in the trilogy. It's my favorite, and it's also my favorite part in the book. And Peter Jackson effortlessly created a great adaptation of this story. And I just love it. And the biggest thing about this movie is that there's a little bit of action here and there with the Rohan soldiers and Aragorn and company fighting the wargs, but it all comes down to the battle in Helm's Deep, which is this giant fortress that Rohan has that is going to keep the Uruk-hai at bay. And it's an amazing battle sequence that lasts, I think, for like 30 minutes, close to half an hour. But it's incredibly epic, and I just love the action in this movie. It's great. A lot of great things came out of this movie in regards to merchandise, and I'm gonna, point it out, is that the Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers video game, which covers both of the storylines in the Fellowship of the Ring and The Two Towers, was a great game to play during this time. I remember playing hours and hours of that game and leveling up. And, it was just crazy to see all the move sets of the characters that you see in the movie transition well into a video game. And for me, it's like one of the best movie video game adaptations I've ever played. And it's a bummer that it doesn't have two-player co-op in it, but for a single-player hack-and-slash game, it was well worth it. And I remember watching the movie and then playing that game at the exact same time, and it was great. And you just have a lot of great moments that show up in here. You got like new characters like Éomer, which is King Theoden's nephew. You have, Theoden being cured of Saruman's spell that he's put on him. That scene is amazing. You have more stuff with flashbacks that Aragorn has with him and Arwen when he's staying there in Rivendell before they all set out on the journey with Frodo. You see some great dialogue moments between those two characters. You see another new character introduced, which is Boromir's brother, Faramir, and his temptation of the One Ring. It's a little bit different from the book, where he's more resistant towards its power, But I like how they did this because it just creates chaos within the movie. I liked that how powerful the ring is, and it can tempt anyone. And Faramir nearly screws up because of it, but he fixes it. And yeah, but one of the best things of this movie is Andy Serkis' performance as Gollum, and it's crazy that he never got an Academy Award for this, or even for Caesar and Planet of the Apes. It's a damn shame because what he's doing is legit acting from him, and yeah, I love the way he did the character of Gollum. Gollum's an iconic character in the books, and if that didn't work, the whole movie wouldn't work. It's kind of like how Yoda in The Empire Strikes Back. If that puppet and the voice of Frank Oz didn't work, then that movie would have done horribly for George Lucas. And also, like The Empire Strikes Back, The Two Towers is like that dark middle chapter in the story that I think far exceeds its predecessor, just like Empire Strikes Back succeeds over Star Wars: A New Hope. And also, Howard Shore continues delivering a banger music score for the trilogy with this one, The Two Towers. And yeah, I also have listened to this soundtrack multiple times. And also, it has one of the best openings with the a flashback to when Gandalf was fighting the Balrog, and you actually see him fighting him as he's falling with the demon, and that's done amazingly well. All CG, but it all works and looks amazing. And yeah, I got nothing bad to say about this movie. Definitely check it out. It's well with your time, and I've seen this movie so many times on Blu-ray, and I still remember to this day when I first saw it in theaters, and it was mind blowing what I was watching on screen. So yeah, tell me what you think of The Two Towers. Is it the best one in the trilogy in your opinion? Like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, put your comment in the chat. All right. Have a good one, guys. See ya. Bye.